And as we return to our conference agenda, I'm very delighted to introduce our distinguished keynote speaker, Mr. James Jiang, CTO and Principal Architect, Digital Native and Service Provider Industry, Cisco Greater China. Mr. Jiang will be sharing his insights on crafting the bridge to peak experiences in entertainment and media industry. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming James on stage. All right, over to you now. James, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. So first of all, thank you so much for Cyberport for including me for this great event. I'm very excited to share how Cisco technology, how can our solution to help our sports, media, and entertainment industry to get the best extraordinary experience for our host, for our player, and for our guest. So today, we can see all of us, no matter you're the host, or you are the player, or you are the guest, you demand more. You want more experience from the more high-density video quality. You need more, for example, 3D experience from the guest. We talk to our host. They need to simplify their operation. They also need to drive the revenue through the technology, such as we see more and more the AI technologies are involving in the stadium, in the media broadcast, in everywhere. And also we see no matter it's a physical activity or it's a cyber activity, the security is more and more important, especially the large event, for example, the Olympics or online gaming. So we see more and more attack is coming. The traditional attack is just from the human, but right now we see more and more attack is from AI. So how can we solve these kind of challenges? And from the player point of view, we see more and more global collaboration. It's not an individual, it's not a single player, it's a team, especially it's a global team. So how can we help the team to work smoothly no matter where they are, no matter in Hong Kong, in US, in Europe. So we need to solve the connectivity for everybody, for the team. And also we see more and more player and teams, they depends on the data. They depends on the AI to give them insight. How can they improve the performance? How can they solve the issue immediately in real-time manner? So that's the requirement from our customer, no matter it's our guest or our player or our host, right? So we see finally our customer, our guest, they would like to pay more if we could provide an excellent experience. So that's why all of our technology or solutions are focused on how can we improve the experience from every angle. So the most important we can see every transformation right now is digitalized, right? The digital experience is the most important. So how can we make connectivity, connect everything actually, I mean. So not only the people, but also all kind of machine or everything we need connected. So based on that connectivity, we see we need more and more bandwidth and higher reliability as well as the experience, the SLA for the connectivity. Because no matter it's a high density video or 3D play, or we all depends on the high bandwidth network. So that's the foundation. Based on that foundation, we see more and more innovation in the sports and entertainment and media area. For example, the traditional video is based on the cable, SDI cable. But we see with the high bandwidth video and more cameras are coming out. Maybe you see the Olympics 2024, you see quite a lot of new cameras are drawing. It's not only the traditional camera you see at the back end, right? It's very expensive, high D, but we need more camera to capture more content. So that's important to construct a story based on all kind of video source. So we see quite a lot of innovation is coming from how can we capture the video not only from the traditional camera, but also from everybody's cell phone become the camera as well. So that means we need to connect more camera, connect more source, and we need to provide even higher bandwidth with 4K, 8K, or 3D AR, VR content. And the second part is how can we manage the space? For example, when our guests join the stadium, how can we make them enter the stadium faster, and we can introduce more services and give them better experience, no matter he want to ticketing, or they want to buy something, or they would like to connect with friends, selfie, for example. So that's why we are building the stadium with a best experience for the Wi-Fi, so we can give a customer best experience for that. And also we help our stadium host to solve the problem. How can they reduce the wait time? How can they monetize all the guests to have a revenue income? And the last one, we need a more smart facility. So we see quite a lot of guests that is coming from the sports industry. They are leveraging, for example, the super compute power simulation or AI to do the better training. So we also work with Cyberport. We are very pleased to work with Cyberport to build a better super AI compute power resource pool so we can serve our customer better. So I will give you some example. So so far, the stadium is in Las Vegas. It's a very big stadium, so we work with them to build them together. It's fundamentally digitalized. So that means we build an IP-based fabric to do all the broadcasts. So that means we can have a more camera, 8K, 4K, the camera could be connected. And also, with the IP fabric media network connected, we change the production model. At a traditional production, you have to centralize in one studio to do that. But right now, with the IP, with the network, we can make the distributed production. Actually, the most recent Olympics and all kind of a big event is produced, distribute globally. So in the field, we only get the captured video, and we send all the video to the separate studio far away from the capture, so that we can consolidate more source as possible from the camera, from cell phone, from everywhere, so that we can provide a multi-angle, multi-experience video experience to our guests. And the second part, we build the most important, most advanced Wi-Fi network in the stadium with a high density coverage. You know, the stadium, they have a huge population on site. So how can we provide the best experience for that? So we build a AI-powered Wi-Fi. So actually, there's a AI algorithm in the back end. They can smartly scan all the Wi-Fi signal and automatically change the channel and change the signal to get the best coverage and the best customer network experience for that. And finally, we are leveraging all kind of video camera and IoT technology to collect the data from the field, from the stadium. So they can capture the wait queue. So they can give you can see in the right upper the dashboard. Actually, there's AI inside. They can talk to our customer which queue is shortest. You can go there. So where is the queuing? So there's a different color, right? So the stadium can give a customer best experience, no matter you want to ticketing, buy burger, or you want to the toilet. So that's very convenient for our customer. So yeah, maybe you can see how our customers say about the smart stadium.
Not very long ago, something happened here in Los Angeles. Something extraordinary. Something that not even LA could have imagined. A stadium. An intelligent stadium. So intelligent, it could do things no stadium had ever done.
The Partnership is really the key to building a technology advanced building like this.
It would know things. Yes, it would. Like what parking lots are available, where to find a quick cheeseburger, and where the closest restrooms are. A Wi-Fi 6 network would securely carry the data of 70,000 fans, blazingly fast. Videos and photos and communications of every kind. 4K video would abound with over 2,600 screens.
Our big infinity screen is a 4K, 4-story high, 120-yard long video display that brings the action closer to the fan.
Heating, power, security, even seismic monitoring. All of them talking with one another over a single seamless network.
Another way of saying it is that everything that we do in here runs across a Cisco network.
Cashless ticketing, cashless concessions, cashless retail shops.
Cashless everything.
It would be a chance to get things right the first time. Where heroes would rise, where legends would be born, and where fans would be in for the experience of a lifetime. Between stadiums as you knew them and the smartest stadium on the planet, there's a bridge. Cisco, the bridge to possible.
Yeah, so let's also take a look from another angle, from the player. Actually, this is an example of Cisco and the cooperation with McLaren in F1. So McLaren, they have every year they have a 24 race all over the world. So you can think about they have to move every week, every 2 weeks. They have to move to another country or city. They have to set up their data center, their Wi-Fi, their campus network immediately to start work immediately. And another thing is it's a totally global cooperation. It's not only in that city, that country, but also actually all the factory, all the center, they have based on London. So they need to connect everything together. They need to collect all the data from the sensor, from the field. They need to get as more as possible the data and consolidate it together. So we work with McLaren to build a cloud management system. So they can roll out the campus line, the Wi-Fi, the SD-WAN immediately in very short of a period. So make a connectivity no matter what the team is located, right? So that's one of the part. We also provide the private cloud to them to do the calculation. So for the data collection, for the AI analytics for that. And also we provide a web-based collaboration with the cloud and the device to make them to work together, no matter it's in the field or in the London, in the remote side. On the other side, we can see the F1 race car actually is a very, very smart car. There's a lot of sensor inside. So every decision right now is cannot based on the human decision. Actually, when the McLaren, their race car, when they come to one of the compete city, they will do over you can see 300 million simulation between they go there, because they have to calculate what kind of weather, what kind of combination for all of the components. And also all the race cars are digital twin. So they use AI technology to simulate how can they change the parts. So actually, almost every day, they will change some of the components in their race car, but only part of them will be manufactured. Most of the parts is based on the AI, based on the high-performance computing simulation to optimize the race car for that. And each of the race, every day, they will send over 1.5 terabytes data from the race car, from the field, back to the London. So they will have a supercompute in London to make a decision. How can they pit? How can they the drive strategy? And they will talk to their driver to change the competing strategy. So all of this is based on the big data and based on the AI. So Cisco provides a Splunk AI solution to the McLaren. They can easily to consume the data, easily to get insight from the data. And also because this is a totally global collaboration, how can we provide the best customer experience across the internet, across the lease line? So we are using the solution technology named the Thousand Eyes. Thousand Eyes can help them to measure where is the customer issue. No matter it's a cell phone, WAN, Wi-Fi, campus, cloud, we can help them to troubleshoot what's the issue for the customer experience. Yeah, here we can see how McLaren talk about the cooperation with the Cisco.
In our business, every millisecond matters. With every race season, there's so much at stake. McLaren has been pretty synonymous with innovation, and I think McLaren's history resonates with me just every day you're in this building, and it reminds you of that drive for innovation and performance. Innovation means something more to me. It's more like an instinct. I had a bit of a strange path into Formula One. I started working in healthcare. I was a patient at a children's hospital in London, and so I was lying in a hospital bed looking at this sort of little green dot on a Cisco access point at night. Little did I know that meant nobody was connected, and so I thought it was a really cool opportunity to figure out how to get patients connected and fell in love with what you could do with data and analytics. As head of commercial technology, I think what matters most to me is finding that competitive edge. It's finding those moments that help you go faster, be more efficient, stay better connected, and improving that human experience. Our approach to technology here is to always look for innovation, giving our drivers every opportunity for success. The obsession with making the car go faster, I think, has to translate into the infrastructure. And so having that fast, secure, and simplified network isn't a luxury anymore. It's the backbone of everything we do here. We're totally dependent on Cisco, driving all of our connectivity. And this is the home of the team. It's where we build our race cars. It's where we run our business operations. It's where we stay connected on track days. We race across 24 different locations across the world. Our data center moves from location to location, and Mission Control observes all the data that we get from the race cars. We'll capture over 250 million data points, transfer about 13 terabytes. We're looking at video feeds, audio feeds, race insights, anything that we can get our hands on. So we rely on the network, we rely on our machine learning, AI tools and capabilities to really identify that meaningful data that we need to get our hands on to give our team that competitive edge. Racing is a very human sport. There's a huge team of people supporting each other, and I really see the role of technology to provide a platform for those people to do the best they possibly can. So having really clear communication across everything we do is critical, and we see Cisco enabling growth by expanding our network, giving us those insights through observability and building a platform for the future, delivering performance right out to the edge all the way back into our core. And so a low latency, high performing network is super important to making decisions in F1. It can be the difference between standing up on the podium or not.
Yep. So the summary, every experience actually depends on the digitalized. So the network, the whole communication is the foundation for our experience. So Cisco is working on the hardware, software, and the platform to help our customer, no matter it's a stadium, the host, the player, and the guest, we would like to provide them the best experience, exceptional experience for that. So thank you, everybody, for your attending.